really happy and honoured to be here at Trew Fields, and I would just say that Trew Fields is the most magical medicine that you could have.
Greetings, Trew Fields! If you're ready for some reggae music, say yeah, man!
I'm here at Trew Fields 3.
Research shows that if a person is getting a placebo for pain, but they think it's morphine, so they think they're getting a morphine drip, for example, but instead it's saline, but they really believe that it's a morphine drip, then the brain actually produces its own morphine. And so research on the placebo effect tends to show that the brain produces oftentimes what it needs to produce to deliver what the person is expecting to happen.
I've had a fantastic time at the festival. I'm so grateful to have been invited. It's such a great atmosphere and people are really positive and excited, and it's just great. I'm having a great time.
So totally amazing festival. Talks, workshops, music, connection, knowledge. Just it's got everything. Love it.
When you step up in your life, you can do anything that you want to do. When you step up in your life, you can be anybody that you want to be. This one is called Step Up, and also Step Up to the stage, you know? Step up, run a track. Now this one called Step Up. Yeah, man. I'm not coming on the road, tracker, man. Trew Fields, yeah. Aye, aye, yaga, yaga, yo, aye, 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 yaga, yaga, yo. All right, Trew Fields, I want to hear you singing, all right, it's enjoyment. Aye, 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 yaga, yaga, yo, aye, 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 yaga, yaga, yo. All the people in the progressive ones that have been alive.
I've had the most amazing couple of days. I've flown in from Ireland especially, and I think I've squeezed 10 years of Googling into 2 days. And I think what the beauty of it is it's all targeted and it's all the right things to be looking at, and it means it'll save so much of my time from looking up all the stuff that isn't relevant or is a bit, you know, not exactly what I'm looking for. And I have all the key things here now, and I can't wait to go home.
What do I think about Trew Fields? Well, I came last year and I knew that, I mean, my health is a lot worse this year, but I knew I'd be so inspired and uplifted, and it's true. As soon as I got onto the farm, I'm just inspired by everyone's hearts here, and it's such a momentous happening. It's just, I know it's going to do me so much good, so thank you so much, Sophie and Will, and come to Trew Fields, everyone.
It's absolutely mind-blowing and life-changing, and I'll definitely be back next year.
Fun and amazing.
Loving it.
Inspiring and very friendly.
I love being here. People are amazing. It just brings everybody together with a common cause.
I would say, if you don't take hold of your fear will take hold of you. It's a very, very important part of the cancer journey, and a lot of people are dying of fear and shock, quite literally dying of shock, because they don't know what to do with the shock, and they don't know what to do with the terror. Did you talk about the nocebo effect, as well as there it is? People are dying of shock. They just hear I've got cancer and they start dying. So we need to take hold of our fear and pass through it.
I think that when I was first diagnosed, I don't think there was anything like this back in 2010, and you get to hear, you're constantly flooded with traditional medicine, and here you get to hear other things that you can do to help yourself, and other choices that you can make for your own healing journey.
It's a lovely vibe. I'm really excited for the talks.
But I think Trew Fields is the essence of empowerment and enablement.
So we want you to breathe into your belly and your chest. So this is what happens with a baby breathing. So this is the breath we're going for. Otto Warburg in 1930 got a Nobel Prize for showing that cancer cannot survive in an aerobic environment. Do we want to have a good, fully flowing breath? Absolutely. What do we find, team? We find people with a shallow breath breathing up here, especially with a fear response. The breath comes right up into the chest when they're fearful because they're up in the head, and what you want to do is get really grounded and into the belly here, get the diaphragm working. Does that make sense, everybody?
Trew Fields feels like home, really. Community, it's such a beautiful gathering of people.
Everyone coming out of the campsite.
Thank you for having us.
Amazing festival, amazing, beautiful people. It's fantastic.
This is amazing.
It's just really lovely and friendly, and everyone is just gorgeous here.
Fantastic.
It's a magical experience.
Yay!
Good.
Inspirational, educational, emotional, very positive, a meeting of like-minded people. Rather than treating the cancer in the person, it's looking at treating the person who carries the cancer, who has the cancer. That's what I like about this. And it's fantastic. Loving it.
I invite us to really focus on enjoying being here, okay?
I think many of you will have heard this idea of sugar feeding cancers. Some people try and contest, well, that can't make any sense because sugar is needed for all cells in the body. Well, first of all, that's incorrect, as we'll learn. Secondly, cancer cells have a really strong preference for sugar over other cells. That's triggering nitric oxide in our vasodilation system in our arteries.
Our kind of death rates and our mortality rates are a lot worse than white, indigenous, Caucasians. And yeah, I use the white term loosely because that doesn't relate to other ethnic minorities either. So if you look at the Polish community, Italian, other communities, anyone that's an ethnic minority, you'll find that the outcomes are always going to be worse. And that leads me to the question of why that's happening.
The shame of the cancer diagnosis is what I'm finding is like literally at the top of the list. Shame and another word, guilt. Why have I got this? What have I done? How is this going to affect my families? That these men and women are not even thinking about like their own, their diagnosis or anything else like that. The guilt and the shame there within their communities and their families. This is what is stopping people from making decisions.
Trew Fields is amazing and life-changing, and I just hope it goes, I hope this happens again and again.
So it's an amazing hotbed of communication and ideas, this place.
So this is our first year here. Really was very excited about coming because heard so many good things, and it's more than lived up to our expectations. The atmosphere is amazing, so many brilliant talks, and our stand is right opposite the main tent, so we've been listening to them all and they've been amazing. And we've just run a workshop on nutrition and bringing heart into nutrition, and that went really well. So despite a bit of rain this morning, it's been a brilliant experience, and we're definitely coming back next year.
It can be that way. So the engineering of the diaphragm is that when we breathe in, we breathe down, the diaphragm expands, the air rushes into the lungs. When we exhale, it just snaps back to neutral. So this is what we want. We just want, there's no control. When we're really stressed and we need to let go, do we go? keeps energy. So breath in, into the belly, and then that sound. Did you hear the difference in the sound?
I'll call you back, just leave your message after the tone. Please, just let me spend this evening alone, alone, alone. Keeping the door closed tonight.
This isn't a somber thing, this isn't a sad thing. It's a fucking amazing gift. Because when you start to live like you're dying, when you truly believe that you could die at any point, you come alive. It's the best moments. I've had the best 3.5 years of my life, even when I've been in hospital recovering from surgery, even when I get the news that my cancer came back, because I have those connections with people I love, because the people that matter to me know they matter to me, because I gave up the job I hated, because I don't judge my body when I look in the mirror, because I'm following my dream. And people ask me, how do you know if you're living like you're dying? And it's really simple. The way you know is if when you finally get to that day and you ask yourself, what would I do differently today if I was going to die tomorrow? And you can answer with the word, nothing. I would do nothing differently.
We've been running the botanical probiotic woodland bar, and we love it. We love it here. We are underneath the most amazing oak tree, surrounded by incredible people. And it's just nice to be in a place where there's a real, shared interest and vision and purpose, and it's got a real strong sense of community to it, and that's why it's brilliant.
My baby don't care for shows. My baby don't care for clothes. My baby just cares for me. My baby don't care for cars and races. My baby don't care for.
I'm learning lots. What I'm loving is the broad spread, a lot of the huge mix of different topics that are being covered here. It's fantastic.
We love Trew Fields. I just feel it's so inspirational. There are amazing people here. Great music, great food. Wonderful. Highly recommend it.
You can't change your genetics, but you're not a victim of your genetics. What you can change is the expression of your genetics. And that's what epigenetics is about.
Trew Fields brings people together in every different aspect. It's amazing focus, very calm, considered tent with people just delivering intelligence and knowledge that they have lived, and beautiful music, people that are just attached to the ground. It's great.
Anyone heard the 4 Minute Mile story? So for those of you who haven't heard it, for years no one thought anyone could run a 4 minute mile. They thought it was impossible because no one had done it. And then one year there was a race and a man did a 4 minute mile, and the next race, the next year, 20 people did the 4 minute mile, and the next year there was more. And all it takes is for one person to prove that it's possible, and for people to have that belief. And that's the stuff that other speakers have been talking about, like David Hamilton was talking about, and we had the mind-body connection panel. That as soon as you have that belief, or you see someone else do it, it's possible. But what if us 8 were the first people to do that 4 minute mile for our type of cancer? And what if you were that person to do the 4 minute mile? And that might be why we're all here, because we are the first person, and that's okay, and that can be scary.
Yeah. Hi, Trew Fields is absolutely amazing, and I think anyone with cancer or who has any concerns about improving their health should absolutely be here every year. Thank you.
I was rubbish at following diets. I'm not very disciplined in that sort of area. And in the end, I think whatever you choose to do, follow your instinct and trust your gut. You've got to do it your way. It's your life, it's your body, it's your disease. you've got to really listen to what your instinct. Doesn't matter what anyone's saying, whether it's professionals or family. In the end, the choice comes down to you. And I hope and trust that you'll make the best decision for yourselves. But don't be pressured by other people's expectations on what your choices are.
For me, I'd say my one message, if you want to call it that, if I was to distill down everything I've ever learned about anything, I'm left with one simple statement: is be kind.